In our anti-malware assignment, I have a program that is not actually anti-malware. It is a junk cleaner. So we go to CCleaner.com, and this brings up CCleaner. We want, really it'll just clean up your computer. If you get the Pro, it might do some of this stuff. I see no reason to get the Pro. We're going to do the free download. It's not going to take very long because it's a little tiny file. And there it comes up. Because I'm using Firefox, I'm going to put the setup into my downloads folder. Now's it. Not very fast, slow. Going to start the setup. It'll unpack. There it is. Whenever I'm installing software, I typically do customize because I may not want everything. Like I don't want a desktop shortcut. I don't want to run it on the recycle bin. I really don't want, well, maybe I do want intelligent cookie scan. I'm not sure. Let's see what more gives us. Well, more just says where we can install it. And it'll be installed there. So really there was nothing there we needed to change. This won't take very long to install. It's a little tiny program. When the installation is complete, I do not want to see the release notes, but I am going to run CCleaner. And there it is. Apparently it had to do some wiggly things, so I'm going to start CCleaner. It says, run your first scan. Whoa, ho, ho. Well, let's bring this down here where I can see it, or move this up where we can see it. So it's going to run its first scan. You can see there's all kinds of things here in red. Do we really want to do those? It says, do we want to close those running programs? Firefox, Microsoft? Sure, I don't need either one of those right now. So those are closed. Now, one of the things you might want to look for, and I've already turned that option off, is that it'll load a little thing at startup that really we don't need. And I can't remember if it's under settings or someplace, but you can turn that off. Let's see, smart cleaning. That's it. We're going to turn off smart cleaning. Smart cleaning means it's looking all the time at something. Well, do we need that? I don't. I don't like those sorts of things. So now we're back to, we're doing our cleaner. Yep. Here we are looking at things. This may take a while, and I'm going to go ahead and let it run on my computer just to clean out the temporary files and extra stuff that's really not needed on your computer. Won't hurt anything, but for those of you that just like to keep things clean, you may want to keep this and do this every so often. So it says, okay, well, it's going to clean out all the cookies. Is that a good thing to do once in a while? Nah, it's not a bad thing. So I think I'm going to do that. That means I have to re-log into all my websites. Well, that way you find out if you have your passwords or not, right? Or you can choose not to. You can also go in here and say certain websites I want to stay logged into. And it does have kind of a list of like social media and some of those things. So I'm just going to turn that off. Browsing history, nothing wrong with that. Temporary internet files, nothing wrong with that. I'll go ahead and click clean, and it'll tell you at the end how much space it saved. So it's erasing my browsing history, which means when I type something into the address bar, it's not going to show up automatically anymore. This means you kind of are starting from scratch, but it's up to you. You could have turned that off when you did this. Temporary files, not going to hurt anything or anybody. Well, you can see I had a lot of visited website searches and downloads and all kinds of things. So this will also, looks like it might clean out your downloads folder. That might not be something you want to do. If we do next, we could clear our recycle bin. It cleared our temporary system files. Look at all the temporary system files. And it cleaned the application. It can clean the application cache. Well, if you want to keep your recycle bin, turn that off. These not particularly necessary. So we'll do those and clean them up. So we're going to save 8 to 10 gigabytes of space. If you have a 2 terabyte hard drive like I do, not a big deal to do that. I really have never seen any reason for these other things. Performance optimizer, basically you get, more hardware is what you do. Do you need to update your apps? Well, most of them will update on their own. FileZilla, yeah, this isn't up to date. This should be up to date. It is up to date. Oh, it just hasn't updated yet. These typically will update by Microsoft Update. This is something you have to pay for. Yeah, I think we'll pass that up. Are these drivers really out of date? No, not really. They're all working just fine. Do we have unnecessary background apps? Oh, I do have MATLAB on here and Visual Studio. Well, everything is working fine on my computer. I have plenty of hardware to run all this. So we're going to skip that to now. I am not going to upgrade. No. And that's fine. They're trying to sell you the software. What do you think of the health check? I don't know. I like it. And do we have to share the thing? No. What I typically do is I'll do a custom scan. And this is remembering my settings from things that I've turned on and off of various things that I want to delete typically. And so this is a little more customizable as far as what you want to do. You could turn off cookies. You could turn off this. Oh, it tells you, it cleans out the last download location. Let's see what that says. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, you don't have to run it. You could turn it off and then see what it does. Anyway, it does clean out a lot of stuff. And if you're cleaning out malware, it's not a bad idea to get rid of all this because it will decrease your scan time.